Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Let's Play Mobile Suit Gundam Zeonic Front. Now let us actually move on with this mission now, because I think I've got this one all figured out. I think this is a very difficult mission, based on the criteria that we have to fulfill here under our current selection of mobile suits and weapons and whatnot. Because we're finally actually going to go up against enemy mobile suits. Now let's just go over the mission that we have at hand.
Our original plan was to arrive at our destination tomorrow, but circumstances have changed. Our allies are already fighting the Federation forces in the Gobi Desert. The enemy has surrounded our forces' number 3 supply base, and it appears we're the only ones close enough to deal with it. Our allies are in danger and need support. We cannot turn our backs on them. We will disembark and head to the supply base by way of land. Our objective is to provide backup for the defense troops and protect the base from the enemy until reinforcements arrive. First, maneuver to the rear of the enemy's offensive line and break through the least protected area so that we may link up with our allies. According to intelligence, the enemy has taken over a section of the power plant. We intend to secure the power plant and restore the base's functions. Focus on eliminating the enemy inside, then leave the rest to the power plant crew. Once the station is restored, the base's functions should come back online. Once we break past the siege and restore the base's functions, destroy the enemy's command vehicle. This will break down their chain of command and hinder their supply lines. The enemy's in the desert and needs their supplies. So, if we stall them out there long enough as we protect the base, they'll lose morale and have no choice but to retreat. There have been no reports so far of enemy mobile suits in the area, but there's concern over some new Federation models that have been spotted on the outskirts. This particular mobile suit carries cannons on both shoulders. I've heard that the enemy has weakened a few areas in our defense line with the long-range support of this mobile suit. There's every reason to believe that the mobile suit in question may appear in this battle, so we'll have to move on this quickly before our rival gets the upper hand.
Yeah. So, let's get some information actually on which mobile suits in particular we will probably be up against. Yeah, we're going up against Guncannons. Believe me, these things are fairly nasty, even without their beam rifles.
We have lost a true hero to our glorious and noble cause. But are we defeated? No! For us, this is a new beginning. Compared to the Earth Federation, the national resources of Zeon are less than 1/30th of theirs. Despite this major difference, how is it that we've been able to fight them for so long? It is because our goal in this war is a righteous one. You all know this better than anyone.
Yeah, totally righteous. Anyway, let's call upon the advice of the team to see what they have to say about things.
We're being asked to perform a miracle. But that's exactly what we need if we want to link up with our allies and hold out against the enemy. First, we should break through the weakest point of the enemy's offensive line and rendezvous with our defense troops. Once we're together, we should split up into 2 teams. While one team recaptures the power plant and restores the base's functions, the other team attacks the command vehicle. I know it'd be easier to fully restore the base's functions first, then move on to the command vehicle, but I can't imagine the enemy would wait around that long.
What a miserable assignment. But we'll have to buckle down and do it. We gotta defeat the enemy before they call on their reserve units. And definitely before they bring out the new mobile suit. I wouldn't count on reinforcements to save us. We could get our butts kicked before they reach us. We're pretty much on our own. Let's stand our ground. Nikki, this is a tough mission for a kid.
I'll be okay. I've survived all the times you chewed me out in the past, so this should be a piece of cake. Don't worry, alright? I'll be okay.
Beautiful friendship!
The enemy is focused solely on the base. They wouldn't expect an attack from behind, so I'm pretty sure we can cause some confusion and even break through their line. Or maybe not. I'm sorry, sir. I know I shouldn't be so negative. Our allies inside the supply base are counting on us for support. It'll be fine. I'm sure things will go well.
I'm Lee Swagger. Nice to meet you all.
So, Lee, which unit did you come from?
Sir, the African battlefront, sir.
How are things over there?
Pretty awful.
I see.
A man of few words, Petty Officer Swaggart. But, you know, if he can pilot a mobile suit and can get us where we need to go, then fine. This is how I've got things currently set up for anyone interested in perhaps replicating my not entirely reliable technique, but it's the most reliable one I have for a high score. But we'll get into that as the mission progresses. I have these guys all set up, so let's get on it. Excuse me. Also, I don't know if anyone can hear it, but there might be some hammering sounds in the background because we're renovating a wall downstairs.
All units, proceed. Link up with the defense troops. Approach the enemy
I'm gonna make trying to synchronize the audio and video for the commentary a little bit awkward because there'll be nothing but pound, 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 pound in the background, not enough clear noise.
And then concentrate their attack on the mobile suit team approaching from the rear.
But hey, that's an issue for future me to deal with.
If the enemy regroups too soon, we'll be in trouble again. Move as quickly as you can.
But yeah, strategy for this is basically send one team out to defend the, to recapture and defend the power plant. The other team to cover for the main part of the base and the vehicles stored there. While this guy, who I'm playing as right now, gets to do the extremely difficult assignment of sneaking behind enemy lines all by himself. This is a lot trickier than it might sound, because you have to be in some very specific locations to avoid being seen. And believe me, you do need to avoid being seen while going on this route. If even one enemy manages to spot you, you might as well give up right then and there. Because this is a very specific route that you have to go.
The enemy defense team at the power plant has been wiped out.
Yeah.
The base workers will begin
Wipe out the
recovery
defense
operations.
team, and don't dawdle, don't linger. Just keep going along this path. Because if anyone sees you, they'll be right after you instead of focusing on anything else. What kind of command vehicle is that? I don't think I've seen that anywhere else throughout the 0079 fiction aside from here in Zeonic Front.
The power plant is fully recovered. Functions of the base facilities will be restored soon.
Another problem is that with only 2 smoke grenades at my disposal, I have to use them in very specific spots, so that's another reason why you don't want to get caught, because you only have 2 of them, and you don't want to waste them on unnecessary points.
This is the unit that hit our main troops hard. We may not have a chance against them with our battle strength. We've got no choice but to break the enemy's chain of command and hope they give up fighting.
Lieutenant Agar here. Gun cannon team commencing attack. Leave it to us.
We're
Now that
Gotha.
we're here, those Zeon stooges are in serious trouble. Here we go!
Is your hand burning red and or glowing with an awesome power? Because, yeah, for anyone not in the know, Mark Gotha was also the voice of Domon Kashu in Mobile Suit Giga. Oh my god, really? Oh shit, I hadn't realized they're sort of lingering away from the defense line. Right. Well, hopefully they can last. And it's not far too important that they all survive, just so long as they keep that area of the line covered. And, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, Mark Gotha also did the voice of Mega Man X in Mega Man X Hate and Command Mission. And the Mega Man X remake on the PSP. Maverick Hunter X. And I'm trying to remember. He ultimately ended up retiring to become a pediatrician, I believe. Like, he wanted to be, like, the only reason he... I don't know. Either way. Dealt with! God, that could have been a lot bad, because there was a vehicle right there. It was probably about to fire missiles at me, and I was not ready for that. But now that everything's in disarray, this is our chance to really clean up. And...
Go after them. Don't stray too far.
yeah. By that token, it means the enemy isn't actually going to be paying attention to me so much as run away! Run away! Get away! Which means I can basically take most of them out as they get away while they're in their blue state. Hopefully. I mean, even though these gun cannons are right ahead of me and pointing straight at me. Fuck you, Agar. In case it wasn't, in case the fact this guy even has, uh-oh. That's spectacular. Ah, damn it! And I can't control red team either, which means we're gonna have to switch to green. I thought I set these guys to stand still and not move from their point, but I guess I'm gonna have to commandeer green team in order to take out the stragglers. Which is basically all we have left to deal with. I don't know if I should deal with those gun cannons or not, since they tend to get a bit freaky once they reach a certain point. I guess it's a moot point at this point, then.
Enemy retreat confirmed. We defeated them.
All right, that concludes the operation. Stand guard until reinforcements arrive.
Well, that went not necessarily as well as I had hoped, but that was probably that went well enough for the part that was important. The after part where I ended up trying to go after those gun cannons didn't go well, but wasn't necessarily as important, and the fact that I took out Agar's gun cannon is kind of a
however, we only stopped a fraction.
Yeah, a moment for me, because
the severe battle between
believe me,
Zeonic and the Federation
he's going to be a
forces had
recurring
escalated further into the Gobi
annoyance
Desert.
throughout
Our
this
units were
game.
separated, having lost contact with the main
He's going to be
forces
the
and cut
rival
off from
of the
supplies, and lost
Zeonic
troops
front
wandered the sand dunes
Midnight Friend
helplessly.
Mirror team.
The desert has swallowed up our footprints, and with them, the ominous reminder of our war.
Palm trees in the desert. Well, I suppose I might have planted here as to go along with the base. If I hadn't lost 2 major mobile suits, I could have been an S rank. Damn it! Oh well.
Following the completion of our operation in the Gobi, we hurried to gather at Odessa. We took a break in transit, but we had no time to enjoy the magnificent sunrise in Odessa, as we received a transmission from regional headquarters.
Here are your orders from Captain Makuve. Your team will monitor and gather data on the Trojan horse now moving within Zeon-controlled airspace. We have completed our analysis and come up with a projected route of the Trojan horse. As you know, the captain hates to waste any of our forces unnecessarily.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Actually, yeah, that's probably... What am I saying? Yeah, he doesn't.
Our mining bases have been damaged by the Trojan horse's campaign. Let's avoid further casualties now that the Federation forces are assembling their troops in the Odessa region. This concludes Captain Makuve's report. Try not to hurt yourselves. Over.
Somehow I don't think he really cares. I don't think, but it's hard to tell with Makuve, his plans and what he's got going for him. Anyway. But we'll get into that next time on Let's Play Mobile Suit Zeonic Front, so RCFS, and I'll see you then. Excuse me.